Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news, all right. Bills fans, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you has the potential to shake up the AFC East and really change the landscape of the conference. Rumors are swirling around a blockbuster trade that could redefine the Bills' defensive front and bolster their Super Bowl chances. The buzz is that the Cleveland Browns might be willing to part ways with one of the most dominant edge rushers in the league, Myles Garrett, in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. That's right, an absolute game-changer if it happens, and it's gaining traction among insiders like Diana Rossini and others close to league circles. Now I know what you're thinking. Myles Garrett is a freak of nature, a titan on the edge, a guy who can wreck a game plan with his explosiveness and relentless pressure. Over his career, Garrett has amassed an impressive 92 sacks, 385 tackles, and 124 QB hits, not to mention his 17 forced fumbles, which show just how disruptive he can be when he's on the field. His PFF grade sits at an incredible 94.0, and his pass rush win rate is around 26.1%, making him one of the top edge defenders in the league. Last season alone, Garrett racked up 13.5 sacks, 65 pressures, and 10 tackles for loss, all while remaining remarkably durable, with no significant injuries after 2024. His ability to consistently generate pressure and disrupt the backfield has made him a cornerstone of Cleveland's defense, despite the team's struggles overall this season. And here's the thing, Cleveland's defense has been a bit leaky this year, surrendering around 29 points per game. The Browns are in a bit of a cap crunch too, with about $16 million in free space, but over $60 million in dead cap for 2026, mainly due to their rebuilding efforts on the offensive line. They've been prioritizing youth and cap flexibility, moving veterans for draft capital, which makes this potential Garrett trade even more plausible. If Cleveland pulls the trigger, this would be a huge boost for the Bills, who are looking to elevate their pass rush and overall defensive dominance. Buffalo's defense has been a mixed bag this season. After finishing 10-6 last year and making the playoffs, they've faced some setbacks due to injuries, specifically Jordan Poyer's calf injury and A.J. Epinesa-Hoke's Achilles tear, which sidelined him for much of the season. These injuries have impacted their ability to pressure quarterbacks and contain explosive offenses, but adding Garrett could change all that. Picture a duel with Oliver operating like a Watt/Hayward-type pair, elite, relentless, and difficult to block. Garrett's addition could elevate the Bills' pass rush by roughly 15 sacks per season, while also improving pressures by about 75 and raising the EPA per rush to around plus 0.19. That's a massive upgrade, especially when you consider how much the Bills have struggled to contain mobile quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson. Garrett's presence could be the X-factor that pushes Buffalo's defense into a top-tier unit capable of shutting down opponents in critical moments. This trade wouldn't just be about boosting the defense for the sake of it. It's about transforming the Bills into a real defensive juggernaut, an anchor that can carry them deep into the playoffs and give them a real shot at the Super Bowl. With Garrett, their odds to win it all could jump from around plus 5,500 earlier in the season to about plus 2,200, making them one of the most dangerous teams in the league. Think back to the Rams in 2021 with Von Miller. Adding a player of Garrett's caliber could have a similar effect, especially considering his ability to dominate third downs and create turnovers. His presence alone could increase the Bills' win probability against some of the more mobile quarterbacks they face, like Lamar Jackson, by roughly 24%. That's a game changer in the postseason. Now, let's talk about Cleveland's perspective. Moving Garrett would clearly be a retooling move, but it's also about maximizing their draft capital and cleaning up their cap situation. They're focusing on rebuilding the offensive line, which has been a priority for them this offseason. By trading Garrett, they could recoup a valuable second-round pick, giving them more assets to bolster their front five and develop young talent. Plus, it would help them free up some cap space, although they'd still be over the cap in 2026. This move could rejuvenate their roster and set a foundation for a future that's more focused on youth and depth. For the Bills, though, this isn't just about one player. It's about making a statement. They've already shown that they're willing to be aggressive in improving their roster, whether it's through trades or free agency. The addition of Garrett would send a clear message to the rest of the league. Buffalo is not just here to compete. They're here to dominate. With a more ferocious pass rush, they could disrupt offenses like never before, putting pressure on quarterbacks and making life miserable for offensive lines. This would also help ease some of the pressure on the secondary, which has been giving up big plays at times this season, averaging around 11 big plays surrendered per game. Garrett's ability to collapse the pocket would give their secondary more room to breathe and make more plays on the ball. Of course, this kind of trade isn't without its risks. Cleveland would be giving up a franchise-altering talent, and there's always the question of how well Garrett would adapt to the Bills' defensive scheme. But if he fits well, and all signs point to his elite talent and work ethic, he could become a centerpiece for Buffalo's defense for years to come. His addition would also help Buffalo's front seven against the run, improving their run-stop win rate by around 26%, which is crucial when facing powerful rushing teams like the Jets or Dolphins. It's a move that could elevate the entire defense, making them one of the most balanced units in the league. Looking ahead, the AFC East and the AFC as a whole could see a big shakeup if this trade goes down. The Bills, with Garrett, would instantly become a team to watch, especially in the postseason. Their Super Bowl odds would skyrocket, and their chances of making a deep playoff run would be significantly enhanced. Fans are already dreaming of that championship run, and this move could be the key to turning those dreams into reality. The Bills have been knocking on the door for a while now, and with the right pieces, they could finally push through and bring a Lombardi trophy back to Buffalo. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you believe adding Myles Garrett is the move that could finally push Buffalo over the edge? Or do you think Cleveland might hold on to him for at least another season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bills' future. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news. We're in this together, and I can't wait to see what unfolds in the coming weeks and months. The Bills are always aiming for greatness, and with a move like this, they could be on the brink of something truly special. Let's keep the passion alive and keep pushing forward. Go Bills!